it back up to the top. Hello everybody, my name is Yara the Wizard, and I'm so excited to be here with you on my very first Minecraft video. The reason I came up here to the tippity top of the world is to show you a bit of the lay of the land of this server. So we're on my friend's server, and I've only just started playing Minecraft, but this is my base over here. This is the Wizard's Whiskers, and across the river here is New Thusia, a city that we've all been working on together. And this is where our build for today is going to be stationed. We're working on a landscaping shop, and I'm really excited to get started on it. So without further ado, let's jump over to the creative world so I can show you the design before we start. So here we are. This is the shop. This is called the Hollow Mountain. I'll give you a real quick tour before we get started on building it. So we've got the nice little storefront exterior here, some fun landscaping, and up top we have, this was actually my very first attempt at a custom tree, so maybe the final version will be a little bit different, a little better. We'll see how that goes. And then inside, I've got a bit of a parquet floor going on here, and these areas over here where I'm going to sell my landscaping stock. So you know what we're working with. I guess it's time to get started. Let's hop back into survival world. So where we are now is the burgeoning young city of New Thusia. So we have a couple builds here. We've got the town hall, which I worked on, and the Ender Bank, and then another player's store over here. So we're actually going to be putting the Wizard Whiskers down here. Nice central location. So as you see, I've already gone and gathered, hopefully, all of the materials I need for this build. So I figure it's about time to start, right? So one of the first things that you're going to want to do when you're planning an underground build, whether it's a hobbit hole or a partially underground shop like this one, is you're going to want to set up the floor plan of the interior before you do anything. Because otherwise the interior is going to be way smaller than you intended, and you're going to have to redo the whole thing. That's just no fun. That sounds like way too much work. Next, we're going to put in these beautiful mushroom blocks for the walls. I love the mushroom blocks. I think they're so nice. I think they're like they have like a purplish sheen that I think is really cool. I really like them as a sort of plaster wall, which is what we're going for here. And we're doing them sort of inset from the beams to give it a little bit of a texture on the interior. Perfect. I think the next step is we're going to put in the floor. I know that kind of feels a little backwards, but I think I just want to get that one done. So for the floor, we're going to be doing a sort of parquet floor effect. I think, if I can, do it right, I think it'll look really nice. We're going to strip all of these at the end, but let me just put them all in real quick. And done. Perfect. Strip these real quick. Ah, man. Did I bring any extras? Yes. Good. I'm very smart. I plan ahead. Beautiful. I love the little green hints that it gets after you strip the logs. Awesome. And normally I'd say, oh, let's leave the detailing step for the end, but honestly, I just don't want to get any mobs in here. So we're just gonna get that done right away. Keep it nice and bright in here while we're building, because the last thing we need is a creeper showing up and ruining our day. So now for this front area, we had like some little porches going here, just sort of offset from the front. And then those, we're gonna have some dark oak coming off of it. And then we got some fence gates going over here. Just right. Now let's put in these little front windows here. Get rid of that. We're kind of randomizing with mossy cobblestone and mossy stone because I think that just looks so nice. Alright, we're gonna do little awnings next, I think. Let's see, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I had some of these in there and here. Lovely. Now let's see, we had these coming in like that. Got the last of these on here, on the beams. Perfect. We're gonna throw the spruce along the ceiling here. That'll break it up nicely before we put in our actual ceiling tiles. So what we're actually going to be using for ceiling tiles is the smoker, because if you look at the bottom of it, that's the wrong spot, but it's got this nice little kind of stone and wood thing going on that I think makes a really nice ceiling. I really enjoy trying to use blocks that you might not think of, especially for use in ceilings, because a lot of blocks have a really nice underside and you just never see it, so you wouldn't even know. We'll get these going in here. I know I have light fixtures. I think the first one goes there, I want to say. So where the light fixtures are going, we're actually going to throw a bit of dark oak logs. Hang on, let's put it there and there so that we can get it on the inside. And boop, just like that. Boop. And boop. And then boop. 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 I'm gonna throw some oak trapdoors around there, but I just wanted to get that lit up. So the structure is basically done at this point. You know, we've got the interior all set up. So now all we need to do is cover this thing in dirt, and we need to do some landscaping. I'm probably gonna do most of the part where I cover everything in dirt off camera. Oh, it's raining. But yeah, I'm gonna do that off camera, just so that the grass can start growing in, and we'll get that all done so it looks nice by the time we come back. So just give me a minute here. Oh, we are so close, but I'm so committed to this bit. You know what? I'm gonna call that good enough. We're just gonna call that good enough, okay? So now, of course, for the exciting part. Bone meal time. Alright, so now we have this all covered in grass, except for the little bit up here, but that'll fill in. And we've gone through with some bone meal action to make it look nice and tufty. So as you probably noticed by now, this is quite a bit less space than I had in the creative mode, but that's okay. We'll still deal with this bit of entrance, and I don't feel like rebuilding the entire thing. No, thank you. So let's go through and we'll do some landscaping real quick, shall we? I really love Podzol. I think it's such a nice block. I love the colors, and we're gonna use a lot of it. Luckily, I went and farmed a whole lot of it before this build. Get some coarse dirt action up in here too. A couple more mossy cobblestone. Give it some path character, you know what I mean? Yeah. Now it's going to be time for some bushes, and the lovely thing about bushes is that they're a great way to hide some lighting. So we're going 2 blocks down, one for the goldstone, or glowstone rather. And then we'll get some bushes up in here. Throw some more Podzol around, because I want to decorate some brown mushrooms too. I think that'll look really nice. And of course, we're also going to need some flowers. I love that flowers can be planted on Podzol too. I feel like that gives us so many more options. Maybe not there. Maybe we'll put, yes, a tulip there. That's perfect. Ideal. That's very nice. I only have 2 pink tulips, so we're going to have to make the most of them. Some brown mushrooms. Only got a couple of these. Kind of scatter them. I think they'll propagate too. I think they'll spread around, so only a few is alright. We can move them around a little more later. We're not going to mess too much with the top up here because the tree's going to go there. And I don't quite know how big it's going to be. It's good every now and then to just kind of stand back. Take a look at the whole thing. We definitely need some more over there. It's a little unbalanced. Yeah, definitely some more of these lilacs over there. One here, and one here. Oh, so much better already. I love it. I love the looks of leaf blocks in the ground like this. I learned that from Good Times with Scar, who is an absolute landscaping genius. If you have not seen his channel, you definitely should. Definitely go check that out. He's one of my favorite YouTube Minecraft people. I learned a whole lot from him. I think that's pretty good, don't you? I probably shouldn't have put all my chests directly in front of the build, because I can't really see. Alright, it does honestly look like... Oh, you know what? I forgot the bamboo. Forgot the bamboo. This is another trick that I learned from the lovely hermits of Hermitcraft. So check it out. We're going to try a really cool trick. So bamboo, if you let it go, it'll grow all the way up like that. And that's just too much. That's a little ridiculous. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to get it maybe one more. So you grow the bamboo as high as you want it, and then you throw some string on top. It's practically invisible, and it keeps it from getting too tall. And then it makes these bamboo bits look kind of like some saplings almost. Aw, yeah, that's really good. That's really good. Let's add a few more. Bloop. Just a little bitty one. Perfect. How are we? Oh, we are looking so good. I love it. I love this build. Well, my friends, it appears that most of the landscaping job is done. So all we really have to do now is build a giant tree on the top. Yee! And when it comes to a custom tree, a block palette that I really, really like is a spruce log with dark oak everything else. I think it ends up looking really nice together because the dark oak has a kind of warmer tone that matches really well with the bark of the spruce trees. So we're mostly going to go with that. Now the trick with these custom trees is you don't want them to look too regular. You definitely want them to look a little twisty, a little bendy, because then they'll look more realistic. And again, I learned a lot of this from Good Times with Scar, the master of all things custom trees and landscaping in Minecraft. Absolute genius, this guy. So hopefully we can do him one proud. We'll make a really, really nice tree. And again, this might not be exactly the same as the one from the creative world, but I hope that it will still be good. I hope that it'll still be a nice tree. It may not look very tree-like just yet, but trust me. I know we just met, but you know, just trust me. We'll see. We'll find out. So the more I make custom trees, the more I realize that I might want a camera account just so that I can kind of plop someone over here and take a look without having to get down and up every time. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not a very famous YouTuber like me, it might be helpful, might be quite useful. Ah! If I die falling out of my tree, you all get to laugh at me. It's okay. I won't be upset. I won't blame you. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. That looks like we're getting a better shape. Oh yeah, that's coming together. It needs to be quite a bit taller, I think. But we're definitely getting closer. I kind of work as I go with leaves and branches. I don't know if that's the best method. I think I've seen Good Times with Scar do that, so I'm just gonna accept that whatever he does is probably the right way. Yeah, I'm totally gonna have enough leaves. I planned for this. Good planner. 10 out of 10. Good planning. That's what they know me for. They call me Yara the Planning Wizard. No one calls me that. I'm sorry, I shouldn't lie to you. It's time to go away and take another look. Well, alright, well I didn't mean to do that. That is acceptable, and keep in mind we're going to be going a little bit taller up in this direction. That's good from this side. There we go, no more rectangle. Nice little gloopity gloop over here. Gloopity gloop, huh? Alright, that's the word that I chose to use. That is how I chose to say that concept. Alright, how about that? Oh yeah, that's a little better. The hardest part about making custom trees is definitely just making them not be too symmetrical. Especially in a game like Minecraft, where making any organic shape is a little bit more difficult on account of the cubes. So I want to say the tree is done. I moved all my stuff out of the way so you can actually see the front. I might go in and change a little bit of the tree, maybe, but I don't know. I think I kind of like the way the leaves are right now. So we're gonna do a couple more little detail steps. Like I want to throw in, a couple stones along the pathway, for instance. I love the little stone button look. Maybe some over here, one there. I did a little bit of detailing up here while it was raining. Stuck a couple lights up here so we don't get any mobs, some mushrooms and podzol, all the nice stuff. Then we're also going to add some hanging lanterns if you saw in the creative world. So let's see, I think we'll put one there. Oh, is that going to be? No, I don't like it there. And the reason I'm using iron bars instead of chains is because I think it looks a little bit more like a string. Now this is another little trick I learned from Good Times with Scar, except when he did it, he put wool blocks inside. This way I'm doing some lanterns inside, so we'll actually get some illumination out of it. But the idea is it looks kind of like some paper lanterns hanging off the tree. Very festive. I really like that look. Yes, I see you. I see you up there. You little creep. Alright, we're ignoring him. We're ignoring him. I'm not gonna blow up my tree. I won't let him. What do we think of that? Nice? Acceptable? Okay? Fine? Maybe one higher. Alright, well, other than the creeper hiding in the trees, I think we're just about done. At least with the exterior, we have our tree all completed. We've got some nice landscaping going along. We've got our lovely paper lanterns hanging from the tree. I'm really happy with this. Now it's about time for the interior. You ready? So I need to go and get some more leather for item frames, but I wanted to show you where I'm at so far. I've got a little area here. This is where I think the flowers are going to mostly be for sale, in these sort of assorted bins. And I'll throw some flowers in these pots up top. Over here is going to be where we sell dirt and coarse dirt and podzol, mycelium, all sorts of good stuff like that. And then these ones at the end are going to be some of the miscellaneous plants, like the mushrooms, the sea pickles, ferns, dead plants, dead bush, or whatever it's called. And then in these alcoves here will be the different types of trees. Over here is going to be acacia. I just didn't have any with me. But yeah, and you know, over here we're using a lot of tricks that I've learned from different YouTubers and you know some of the different hermits from Hermitcraft, like this right here with the dead bush and then the leaf block to look like a smaller kind of tree plant. I got that from B-Dubs, B-double-O. This here too, with the hanging fern. B-Dubs is a master of interior decorating, so I've learned a whole lot from him. Just trying to do my best with what I got. And we've got a little stack of bone meal for you with every purchase thing over here. So we're gonna fill all this up. We're gonna get enough item frames to go on all these barrels. And then I'll give you the final little walkthrough. We're basically done, gang. It's really exciting. This has been my first video and I've just been so happy to be here with you all. Let me real quick go and get some more item frames and get a few more of the flowers that I want to put in, but then we're going to be ready for the final walkthrough. So just give me 2 seconds. Entity cramming is off on this server. So getting leather is kind of an issue. And that's it. It's done. Are you ready? We're going to take a little look inside and hopefully you really like it. This is almost entirely complete. Let's throw a couple more plants in the empty pots here, but we've got a little display here. This is going to be where all the flowers are. And these 4 barrels kind of randomized. Over here we have the different blocks. Podzol, dirt, coarse dirt, grass. We're going to have mycelium and something else. I have to figure out what else to put in here. We've got all the different types of trees in these little 3 displays, so we can sell logs, leaves, and saplings. And then all the random little things like bamboo, sea pickles, mushrooms, all those are over here on the sides. And that is effectively it. It's done. I'm really happy with this, and I wanted to thank you all so much for tuning in to my very first Minecraft video. It means so much to me that you're here, that you're trying out a new YouTube person, and you know, if you have any type of ideas, suggestions, builds you want to see me try, definitely leave a comment down below. And you know, if you liked this and if you want to see more, if you want to see me bungle my way through more videos, please definitely subscribe. And really, that's all I got. I hope you have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you next time.